Well, here we are. Humanoids, the first new portrait pack for Stellaris since the previous one came out, which is Plantoids, back in August 2016. It's been well over a year since we've had one of these, and when it comes to the game, it's very much a cosmetic thing. It's kind of like adding new LED strips towards your computer. It looks cool, but it doesn't really do all that much to the mechanics of the actual game, and as such, there is none that is being affected to the mechanics of the game. Quick disclosure before we head into the rest of the video. I managed to get this version of Humanoids straight from Paradox. I'm not paid to do this, just so you are aware. So, what does get added with Humanoids? Well, first of all, we get our Humanoid ship set. Obviously, there is tons of ship sets out there on the workshop, but this is a officially produced one for the game itself, and it's going to be supported until the end of the life cycle of the actual game. Then there is 20 new portraits being added, 10 races with a male and female for each and every single one of them, so effectively 20 portraits. New city graphics have been added. Everybody is in deep awe of that. We have a new pre-scripted empire called the Vor Technocracy, new audio for the game in terms of your advisor, a soldier, a diplomat, and a technocracy style voice.
A primitive society has reached enlightenment.
Hull integrity failing, decompression imminent. It's been an honor, Captain.
The laws of science govern all.
And on top of that, there are 3 new songs for the game. They are remixes of previous versions of songs, so it's not completely all new, but still, it's a lot more content than what we got for Plantoids back in the day. Let's put it that way. So let's dive straight into the portrait set. Obviously, there is the usual range of aliens, but also some more fantasy species being added this time. Space orcs, space cyclopeans, and, well, also dwarves. And yes, I can confirm that the female versions of the dwarves do, in fact, have beards. So, exciting times there as well. The ship set, let's go and dive into that one, is pretty good as well. I'm not going to lie. I like the way everything is visualized. It's very sleek. Obviously, there is tons of different variants available for your subclasses of ships. The corvettes get 2 particular hulls, one for the torpedo frigate and one for the standard corvette. The destroyers have a fairly wide array of designs available for the individual modules within the hull. Cruisers, of course, having 3 hull sections, have a very, very wide array, including this very nifty one that has a bridge segment on top of it. And finally, the battleships come in all shapes and sizes. Well, I say sizes, they're all pretty much the same size, but they do all look relatively different when it comes to their hull sections, especially the XL bow, which looks like it has a giant indent to put your XL weapons on top of it. Then we have the space units, such as the stations. We got obviously the 3 different types. The habitat is in there. Then we have the colony ships, the construction ships, and of course the colony ships. Did I already cover the colony ships? Yes, I did. The science ships, and of course the transport ships. So those are all there. A whole new pack available for your usage within the game. I think it costs $7 USD. Now, I know Steam has overhauled their pricing system recently, so there is a little bit more discrepancy, and I know that there's a lot more currencies available now, so I sadly won't be able to tell you exactly how much it's going to cost in your particular region, but that's pretty much the general idea there. In addition, there's also a patch that came out with this, 1.9 Bool, which is based on the name of the writer of Planet of the Apes. It's only just a bunch of bug fixes, nothing crazy, and I had a look through it, and there was just things like localization in Empire, stuff like that. So, a bunch of language-related stuff, not the greatest thing in the world. So what do I think about this? What do I think about this particular pack? I think it was needed. I know it takes a lot of time to produce these, especially modeling all the new spaceports, etc. is a huge undertaking, especially in the game of Stellaris, where The future is not particularly set, and we don't know what sort of fleet designs are going to be added in the future. And obviously, if you buy one of these, they're going to be updated in the future as well, adding more workload onto the designer team, which is kind of curious that they did it this way. Still, I expect this pack to be expanded upon in the future. Maybe once we get Titans or Dreadnoughts or something along those lines, that all of those will become available for those that have bought both Plantoids as well as Humanoids. But we shall see. And of course, the music. What can I say about the music? Well, you've been listening to it this entire time, and it's an interesting remix. I don't think it's as good as the Synthetic Dawn music set, but still, it freshens things up ever so nicely. So, the real question, should you buy this? Well, if you would like to have more fluff in your game, if you want to see new stuff every once in a while, new portraits, new species, new ships, then yeah, I suggest you should go for it. If you're just like, I'm not entirely sure, then just wait for a sale. And of course, for those of you that are like, I can just get it on the Steam Workshop, then just go onto the Steam Workshop. So, there you have it. Humanoids, it's finally out. And looking forward. It's a nice interim for the holidays in 2017, and as we're gearing up for 2.0 Cherry sometime in 2018. Very exciting stuff. But in the meantime, this has been Humanoids, a general overview. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves, and as always, eat Shudder.